All right, today in our series of duck build, I'm going to talk about probably my most favorite part. I don't know, that roof's pretty freaking swanky from Humoto, old Marty over at Humoto on the roof. But I mean, that roof's pretty swanky. This is either first or second on my favorites on our duck build. If you recall, we took a 2019 Crew XP1000 Backcountry Edition and we turned it into a duck hunting rig. Watch some of our previous videos where we got up to this point. We'll certainly do a compilation and just an overview of it on the end here. But point is the duck rack. This is actually the very first produced ever Rage fabrication duck rack for a Ranger. Now they've been building them for Can-Am for several years, and I went to Ronnie's the owner, and I told him what we were doing on our series here, and I really wasn't interested in a quack rack. It just wasn't what I wanted. That seems to be a popular one, but not with me. And I like their design, and so I spoke with Ronnie and his son about it, and they went and picked up a Ranger near Arkansas where they build them and fitted it on a Ranger. And I just could not be more pleased with the outcome and the options that are here. So let's go over them. I don't have any out here with me, but you got little hooks here, and these holes is for stringing your decoys up. String your decoys up, run them over here. Usually when you're picking your decoys up, you've got a carabiner on the end to latch them to whatever. So you just pick the whole string up, run it through your hook, and run your carabiner over into one of these holes, and then you've got decoys here. This is when you're picking up, not when you're putting out more times than not. But either way, and then you got another one over here for the same thing on the other side. So you could carry 4 bunches there. One of my favorites is if you're in a place where you need to secure your guns. My son and I both duck hunt, and we have our guns in those padded like Drake cases, floatable deals, but you got a lockable storage area here that you can put them in, close it, lock it, and with a key, comes with a key, lock it, and they're safe and secure there. Obviously, way up at the top is a rack. Now this rack, being where it is high. I'm 6 foot tall. Is not Rage manufacturer's fault for being so high. It's my fault for building such a tall vehicle. These are 34s, 4-inch portals, and a lift, and it's actually a little higher than I would like it, but I made it as low as I could with the lift and all that I've got. So it makes it a little harder to get in, but that doesn't matter. It's not Rage's fault. But you've got a rack. They have a cube flush light here. There's 2 on the back, 1 on the other side. You've got your little pipes here for your mojos. If you're a duck hunter, you know what a mojo is. So you got enough to stick 4 mojos in here. It's just a super nice rack. Again, I couldn't be pleased. It literally goes on. They've got, I forget what Polaris calls the little locks. It goes in the holes of the bed, but it comes with them. You just set it down in there, tighten up the knob, and she's on there. She ain't going nowhere. You won't be able to see it, but when I wired the lights, I put a connection up here that I could disconnect so that I needed to take it off or dump the bed, which you wouldn't really want to dump it with this on there, but I did. So when you're wiring your lights, think about that and put a disconnection somewhere where you will be able to do that. I turn them on at night, the lights, along with the rest of the lights on it. We seem to really light up the world. Like I said, again, if you're a duck hunter, we've hunted in flooded rice and cornfields, and you get out there, you can turn all the lights on all 4 sides, be able to see around you, get your decoys out in the dark. It's just absolutely amazing. One thing is not included, and I'm gonna put in mine, is some type of stick LED lights, or I'm not gonna go to the trouble of wiring any, but probably a little something just so I can see up under it. You know, if I was gonna change anything, I guess that'd be it, but that's really nothing to gripe about. It's just an outstanding rack. And so give them a call, be prepared. It has to come freight. It can't come UPS. It's all put together, comes on a pallet. You got to be able to accept freight. But I just can't say enough about the quality of the rack and how I'm pleased with it, and dealing with Ronnie and his son up there on it. It took a little while, but you know, that's just the way it works out when you're working on something new. But they're building them up, and they should have them available for you. So give them a shout out. Tell them old Todd at HunterWorks sent you up there to get you a duck rack. Always ask you please subscribe to our videos by clicking this red. There'll be a link to our website in a little white when you move your mouse over it. I'll put the link to our website below, and also directly to Rage Fab. HunterWorks is not selling these. HunterWorks sticks to clutching. The only HunterWorks item on this machine is a drive belt right up under there in that case. Certainly thicker than stock on this new body style Ranger. Grabs like a beast. So anyway, just give old Rage Fab a call, give them a try. You'll really enjoy your duck rack. If you got any questions, shoot me an email, Todd at hunterworks.com.